Hey there everybody, and welcome to our list of the biggest upcoming video games of 2026. Last year was an absolute feast for gamers, with top-tier titles across all genres, and in fact, we did a whole video on the best video games of 2025, as well as the best movies and TV shows of the year, so feel free to check out those videos if you're in the mood. Today though, we're looking ahead at the big video games coming out soon, and it's shaping up to be another fantastic year. The games have been ordered roughly by release date, meaning that the first few games on the list are coming very soon, while the later ones on the list won't arrive until like fall or winter. Anyways, let us know what games you're looking forward to by leaving us a comment or drop us a like if you spot your favorite on our list already. With that in mind, these are the most anticipated and the biggest upcoming video games of 2026. Number 1. Resident Evil Requiem. Resident Evil is one of the most influential series in all of video games, as it basically invented the survival horror subgenre, and in 2026, this long-standing series continues with Resident Evil Requiem, which is the 9th overall game in the mainline series. This supremely spooky game will take us back to the ruined, monster-infested Raccoon City, as we control the new character, FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft, as she investigates a string of mysterious deaths. Bouncing back and forth between two different storylines, we will also get to play as the fan-favorite hero, Leon Kennedy, best known from Resident Evil 4.
Take this. You might need it.
Resident Evil Requiem should offer an intense mix of stealthy, supernatural suspense and crazy monster action when it releases on February 27th for Xbox, PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. Number 2. Forza Horizon 6. Over the past few generations of home game consoles, it seems like racing games have somewhat fallen out of style, but there are still a few series that have kept the pedal to the metal, and Forza Horizon stands out as a racing game that offers fast-paced, arcade-style racing, but combined with stunningly realistic visuals, hundreds of real vehicles to drive, and expansive maps that are inspired by real-world locales. For Forza Horizon 6, developer Playground Games will have you speeding across Japan, complete with its drift-happy highways, rolling mountainous roadways, and breathtaking, cherry blossom-filled countrysides. Hundreds of activities and races await, along with endless customization, online options, and a whole lot of opportunities to live out your high-speed fantasies. So get ready to go fast when Forza Horizon 6 releases on Xbox and PC on May 19th, and then PS5 later this year. Number 3. 007 First Light. In the world of movies, there are tons of super cool spies, but there are few as prolific and suave as Bond. James Bond, of course. And after a long hiatus from the video game world, Bond returns in 2026 for 007 First Light, a third-person action game that was created by the same developers who brought us the modern Hitman franchise. Set during Bond's early years, 007 First Light promises a globe-trotting adventure full of espionage, stealthy action, fist fights, car chases, and of course, plenty of high-tech gadgets. This one has been in the works for quite a while, and it has quite the reputation to live up to, but hopefully, 007 First Light marks a monumental return for Bond when it releases on Xbox, PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2 on May 27th. Number 4. LEGO Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight. The LEGO games are always a surefire bet for some family-friendly fun, but don't let these cutesy visuals fool you. Just like the brick-building toys, the LEGO games are excellent for gamers of all ages. This newest LEGO adventure once again features the Caped Crusader as he glides through Gotham, stopping crime with his signature style of high-tech justice. Playable solo or in two-player couch co-op, Legacy of the Dark Knight tells an original tale that's being pitched as a love letter to the Batman brand, drawing inspiration from several comic arcs, movies, TV shows, and even other video games like the Batman Arkham series. You can expect a huge roster of your favorite Batman heroes and villains, all playable in this bubbly brick-based adventure when it launches on Xbox, PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2 on May 29th. Number 5. Control Resonant. Created by Remedy Entertainment, the original Control game was one of the biggest surprise hits of 2019, as it blended third-person action, supernatural conspiracies, and some serious liminal space vibes. The sequel, dubbed Control Resonant, follows Dylan Faden, the brother of the previous game's protagonist, who escapes from the mysterious Federal Bureau of Control and discovers that the surrounding city of Manhattan has become infested with the otherworldly monsters called the Hiss. Instead of a third-person shooter, Resident looks more like your classic hack-and-slash game, as Dylan uses his shape-shifting melee weapon to beat baddies straight into oblivion. And if it's anything like the excellent first game, Control Resident should offer some crazy cool visuals, super fun melee action, and a mind-bending story when it drops on Xbox, PS5, PC, and Mac sometime in the second quarter of 2026, which should be in the mid-spring or early summer. Number 6. Marvel's Wolverine. There are a lot of video games about superheroes, and of them, the recent Marvel Spider-Man games stand out as some of the absolute best. And now, developer Insomniac Games is coming back with yet another open-world action game based on a Marvel character, but this time, it's the adamantium-clawed X-Man Wolverine.
The trouble just has a way of finding me. Doesn't matter where I go.
Plot details are slim at this point, but it does sound like Marvel's Wolverine will tell an original story set in the same universe as those Spider-Man games, featuring plenty of cameos, villains, and Easter eggs for superhero fans to find. Most importantly though, they won't be pulling any punches when it comes to the combat, as this will assuredly be a mature-rated game full of bloody fighting and finishing moves. We cannot wait to pounce around as Wolverine when the game releases on PlayStation 5, but with all signs pointing to a fall 2026 release window, at least we won't have to wait too long. Number 7. Fable. There was a time when Microsoft was really leading the pack with their first-party games, and though they've been on the downturn as of late, a lot of people are still holding out for the big reboot of Fable, a very popular RPG series from the original Xbox and Xbox 360 era. Progressing through life in the fantasy world of Albion, starting off as a magically gifted child with world-changing powers, you'll battle against a strange villain who's turning everybody into stone. The Fable franchise has a reputation for letting you play exactly how you want, as good or as evil as that may be, with far-reaching consequences in both the story and the gameplay, all depending on your decisions. Part fairy tale, part big-budget blockbuster fantasy epic, Fable has all the makings of a truly fantastic RPG, so let's hope they stick the landing when Fable releases sometime on Xbox and PC in fall of 2026, as well as the PS5 sometime thereafter. Number 8. Gears of War E-Day. Hey, you guys remember Gears of War, right? This cover-based third-person shooter was tactical, brutal, fast, and a high point in the early days of Xbox Live. Unfortunately, after a few spin-offs and like 4 sequels, Gears kind of lost the plot, and a lot of players too. So, for the newest entry in the franchise, we're going into prequel mode and linking back up with soldiers Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago in their early years as they experienced the fateful Emergence Day, when the Locust Horde first invaded, hell-bent on dominating the entire human race. Right now, we only have a teaser trailer to base our expectations on, but it seems like the series is returning to its gritty roots and hitting all the big emotional notes along the way. There is a slight chance that this one gets delayed till 2027, but as it currently stands, Gears of War E-Day should be available on Xbox and PC sometime in 2026. Number 9. The Duskbloods. So, the Nintendo Switch 2 launched last year, and while everyone seems to be enjoying it so far, there haven't really been a ton of huge exclusive games, apart from the new Donkey Kong Bonanza, Metroid Prime, and a few others. However, in 2026, one of the most unique and unexpected Switch 2 exclusives will be arriving. It's called The Duskbloods, and it's made by From Software. That's the same team that made Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and other super challenging games. Similar to their most recent title, Elden Ring Night Reign, The Duskbloods is a multiplayer action game, where 8 players battle in Soul-style combat while also contending with a slew of deadly creatures, all contained in a darkly fantastical and vampire-inspired world. For fans of Souls-like games, The Duskbloods is kind of a big question mark. Though not the traditional type of adventure that you might expect from the genre, there's no doubt that the Duskbloods has gained some serious traction as of late, and Switch 2 owners will get their shot at claiming victory when the game launches sometime in 2026. Number 10. Grand Theft Auto 6. Honestly, what list of the biggest upcoming video games of 2026 would be complete without GTA 6? Really, this game needs no introduction.
Hands above your head, now!
You stay.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
With a budget that has ballooned to several billions of dollars, GTA 6 is one of the most expensive video games ever in history, but with any luck, that massive cost will be well worth it. Set in the fictional state of Leonida, modeled after Florida, and including the iconic Vice City, GTA 6 looks to provide an incredibly detailed and immersive tale of crime, featuring 2 playable characters and a whole lot of mayhem. I'm not exaggerating in the slightest. When GTA 6 finally releases, it's going to change the gaming industry forever, and hopefully for the better. Look, when you consider that Grand Theft Auto 5 is the best-selling piece of media of all time, it makes sense that the sequel would see ridiculous levels of hype. And now, after countless delays and years of eagerly waiting, Grand Theft Auto 6 will supposedly release this November 19th, available on Xbox and PlayStation 5. And that's going to wrap up our list of the biggest upcoming video games of 2026. So, what are all you guys looking forward to playing the most? Again, sound off in the comments and let us know. If you liked the video, drop us a like or share it with a friend. And if you want to support us further, you can always do that via YouTube memberships, Patreon, or Buy Me a Coffee. We'll be back soon with another TV recap or other videos on your favorite entertainment. But as always, thanks for watching.